Video, a slow, sweeping shot over a city at dawn. Traffic lights change, early buses run, but the movement feels gentle, personal. We see a montage of apartment building exteriors, mailboxes, and front doorsteps. Audio, soft, melodic acoustic guitar music. Narrator VO, Leo, 70s, warm, reflective voice. They say a city is made of concrete and steel. But I've always thought it's made of stories. And for 32 years, I carried them in my bag, not the stories themselves, but their vessels, the envelopes. Video, and Leo's apartment day, sunlight streams into a cozy, book-lined living room. Leo, white-haired, with kind eyes, sits in a worn armchair. On a low table before him is a simple wooden box. Leo to camera. Most were bills, of course, adverts, magazines, official notices, the day-to-day paperwork of life. But then, there were the others, the ones with handwritten addresses, the ones that felt heavier. Video, close-up on Leo's hands, age-spotted but steady. Opening the wooden box, inside are not stamps or coins, but perhaps 24 envelopes, neatly bundled with twine. They are of various sizes, colors, and vintages. Leo, these are my failed deliveries, not because the address was wrong, but because the person was gone, moved, left no forwarding address. After a certain period, undeliverable mail is supposed to be, well, disposed of, but I couldn't. Not these. I'd always spot them. The lover's script, video, montage of extreme close-ups on the envelopes. We see elegant cursive, messy block letters, a heart dotted over and eyed, postmarks from different decades, faded ink. Audio, music shifts, becomes more poignant, with a subtle piano melody. Narrator V, who you learn to recognize it, the care in the penmanship, the slight tremor of excitement or nerves, sometimes a perfume, long faded. They weren't my stories, but I became their guardian. And in a way, I started to map the city by them. Video, a visual map of the city appears, animated. Dots light up in different neighborhoods. We see reenactment shots, a young Leo played by an actor on his route, pausing at a brownstone, looking at a pastel-colored envelope, then sadly putting it back in his bag. Leo, this one. He gently lifts a light blue envelope from the university district to a little artist's loft near the river. 1998. It came back 3 times. Addressee unknown. It's full of poems, I think. You can feel the thickness. Narrator VO. The riverfront loft. That was a place of passion, of intensity. The letters from there, they were storms on paper. Leo picking up a postcard and this. A simple postcard from Paris. Wish you were here. Sent to an old apartment building in the financial district, 2005. The building was demolished for a high-rise. The wish, it's still hanging in the air somewhere. Video, slow motion shot of demolition. Intercut with a whimsical shot of the written words, wish you were here, floating above the new glass building. Narrator VO. The financial district letters were often the shortest, urgent, I'm sorry, I was wrong, meet me. Time was always a currency there, too. Video. Leo walks slowly along his old route. Present day, he pauses outside the now gentrified artist's loft building. Now a sleek coffee shop, he touches the brick wall. Leo to camera, on the street. I used to wonder about the people. Did she ever get her poems from another hand? Did he ever find out she wished he was there? The connection was attempted. The thread was thrown. Was it caught? Video, interview snippets with diverse people on the street, young and old. Person 120s. I've never written a love letter. It's all text. Hey, you up? A heart emoji. Person to 60s. We wrote letters during my husband's deployment. I have a showbox full of them. The paper is so thin now, you can feel where the tears fell. Person 340s. I sent one. Just once. It felt terrifying. Like I was handing someone a piece of my skeleton. Narrator VO. The technology changes. The stamp, the email, the text, the pixel. but the core of it, the terrifying, beautiful act of saying, "Here is my heart, please handle it carefully," that remains. Video. Back in Leo's apartment, he holds the box, looking at it not with sadness, but with quiet reverence. "Leo, I'm not sad they weren't delivered. Not anymore. They represent the attempt, the courage it takes to reach out. That's the real story. Not the reunion, or the happy ending you see in films, but the moment you pick up the pen. This city, my map of it isn't of streets, but of those moments of courage. A lattice of longing that holds everything up." Video. Aerial shot of the city at twilight, thousands of lights coming on in windows. The camera seems to see not just lights, but tiny pulses of connection. "Leo, these letters, they're not lost. They're just unclaimed. The love was still sent. The words were still written. That matters. It's a lover's story. And it's the most common, most essential one we have." Video. Final shot of the box on the table, the envelopes glowing softly in the late afternoon sun. Leo's hand rests on the lid, a gentle smile on his face. Narrator VO. And in the end, maybe we're all just waiting for our message to find its way, or perhaps we're the ones who must find the courage to send it.